Every year I like to encourage you to walk with Jesus through the week. This time last week as we considered the triumphant entry into Jerusalem and all of the hopefuls of that time, of that place, of that city, and all of the expectation crying out, Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, as he comes into the city, but also recognizing that Jesus knows that here is a city that has ultimately rejected him. Here is a nation, here is a religious system that has ultimately corrupted itself and will not accept him because of those things. On the Monday morning, we haven't talked about this, but he will walk past a fig tree. It's full of green leaves, but it's bearing no fruit. And that fig tree was cursed, and that fig tree died. And that fig tree very much was a picture of a nation, of a religious system that was far from the God that created it. And from there, Jesus entered into the temple, and there he cleansed the temple again because of the corruption that was there, that was taking advantage of the passionate worship of a people who wanted to know their God. But it was been shut to them because of that corruption. And then Jesus coming in on the Tuesday, and on the Tuesday beginning to preach to a people that were questioning him, challenging him, by what authority do you do these things? They were basically saying, who do you think that you are? And he showed them and he told them. All day long preaching in the temple. To leave at the end of Tuesday for the last time, he would not step back into that temple. He would pause on the Mount of Olives. He would preach that amazing message, the Olivet Discourse, talking about what would happen, the signs of these times, and the sign of his and time of his coming, the sign and the time of the destruction of the temple that he spoke about. It was all going to end. Everything about that system, just like that fig tree. If you remember when John the Baptist first appeared, he spoke of the root being already chopped out, and that's what he was talking about. There was a death that was happening because a life had to come. And the life, of course, was the life that's in Christ Jesus. We call it resurrection life.